This video is designed to help you build the Works Cited page for your paper. So the first thing that you need to do is open your paper. So I'm going to use the short paragraphs that we wrote this week in class to demonstrate how to build the Works Cited page, though this video is also something that you could use when writing your longer paper. So I'm on the iPad here, since that's what you all are using. I opened my paper. It's in MLA format. I have last name, page number. I have my heading, my title, and then the objective summary that I wrote of an article that I found from the Washington Post. So I'm ready to put the Works Cited page in. It's important that I have a Works Cited page for this assignment because I wrote about an article and I need my reader to be able to find that article should they want to read it. So I finished the paragraph and I'm just going to return or enter down until I'm at the very top of the next page. So even if this is if it's a longer research paper or your synthesis essay, you still would enter down or return down until you get to the top of the next page, the next clean page. And you type Works Cited. And then you center that. You hit enter or return, and then you left a line. The double spacing should stay because it's part of the document that we already set up. So now I'm ready to put the citation in. So I have to go build that first. So I leave the paper and I head over here to Safari, and you can see I went to easybib.com. Now there is an app, but I thought that it would maybe make the most sense for us to use Safari because I wasn't sure who would have the app and who would not have the app on the iPad. So we'll just use Safari. By using Safari, this video should also help you if you are on a laptop. So I'm at easybib.com and I don't see newspaper here. I see website, book, journal, but I need newspaper since the Washington Post is a newspaper. And I got it online rather than in print. And I need the article title. So what I have to do is I go back over here to my article from the Washington Post, and I'm just going to highlight the title here and copy it. So you have to toggle back and forth just a little bit. So I'm going to paste the article in, and then I go back and I look for the author. So the author here is Joanna Slater, and so go back to EasyBib and type Joanna Slater. Oh, didn't spell that right. There you go. And so that's all the information for author I need. And I know that the newspaper is the Washington Post. And it's asking me for information for print, and I thought I hit online. You want to make sure that you hit online because we found it online. So then it's going to ask me, rather than print information, it's going to ask me the questions for online. So the newspaper is the Washington Post, and for newspapers and articles online, usually to find the publisher or sponsor of this site, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom past the comments and find copyright information. So here we go. It's washingtonpost.com, copyright 1996 to 2020, the Washington Post. So the Washington Post actually publishes their own content. So I will actually put the Washington Post twice. You will find that often the publisher sponsor is a different company, so you always want to check that. And I can actually skip URL. You no longer have to include a URL in the citation, but the date is really important if you can find the date. And so the date here, I have to scroll back to the top. Usually you'll find the date at the top of an article with the author's name and title. And you'll find my date here, August 19th, 2019. So then I come back over here, and it is the 19th of August, and it was last year, 2019, and I'm finished. So I hit complete citation, and it does have a yellow sort of warning here that says it needs a review. It's because I skipped the URL, but I'm not required to put the URL anymore. The latest update of MLA says that the URL is not necessary, so I am going to skip it. So here is my citation highlighted for me. The nice thing about EasyBib is that it will keep up with all of your citations as you go. So if you are writing a longer paper, then it will keep up with all of your citations, which could be handy later on. So the three little dots here, I'm going to click that and copy it. So it put it on my clipboard. I can close Safari and I can open my paper. And now I can paste the citation and it looks really good. There's one problem. I have to indent, and you guys are used to, did not mean to do that, when we, I'm trying to get rid of that. Well, I've messed up our format here. Oops, hang on. So it has actually centered the whole thing, and that's not what we were trying to do. There we go. Okay, so that's what we want. You guys are used to having an indent like this, just like when we started the paper here. That's what you guys are used to doing. However, a citation, well, I did not mean to do that. A citation needs, sometimes it is just a work in progress when you are on the iPad. The citation actually needs a hanging indent. So to create a hanging indent, this option here, view options, you have to make sure the ruler is showing. So make sure the ruler is showing. And then highlight just the citation. Just the citation. And the periods too. Right there. So once that is highlighted and the ruler is showing, you want to drag the orange triangle to 1.5. And you're almost finished. Not quite. You drag the orange rectangle back to 1. So now the second line is actually what is indented, and that is called a hanging indent. Your Works Cited page should look just like this. It's not numbered or bulleted, rather you use a hanging indent. And that is exactly how it should look.